Hello, welcome to my channel or welcome back. My name is Alyssa and today I have an update for my Project Nailopoly. Project Nailopoly is sort of an offshoot of Project Panopoly, which is run by Jami, and I'm going to link her and I will also link the game board that I'm using, but there's a game board and you're just going around and using your nail polishes. It's a little different than some panning projects because I like this for nail polish because I don't feel like I have to use everything up fully. It's more just using the items and, rotating through my collection just in a, different kind of way. And because I'm getting to pick the polishes I'm using, I can actually pick things that I'm in the mood to, do something with at that time of year. This is my second update. In my first update, I still had a couple shades that were hanging around, but now I had another 3 shades. So I'm trying to do 5 at a time so it's not, overwhelming. I will say there's one nail polish that will still be hanging around. I thought it would, so it's not a surprise. Let's go ahead and talk about the older ones first. So I had, for Birthstone, this nail polish, Freudian Slip, which I think you can tell now that it's been sitting for a bit that, my fill line is around here in the middle, so I have used a good bit. When I am using it, I definitely have to, kind of angle it and do sort of funny things like that to get it on my nails, but maybe I can see here, but I feel like you're not seeing it in the camera that it does do this shifty purple green type of thing, which is what my Birthstone does. It's Alexandrite. So I had to use it 8 times and I ended up using 1 and 1800 grams in those 8 uses. And then also to be used, well, this one was, I realized after the fact that when it said 2 months, it's just to have it in for 2 months. For me though, I wanted to kind of hold myself a little bit accountable and think, if we're saying months, then it should be like once a week that I would be using it on average. So the goal was to do 8 uses. And so I did do that, but it's also been in for 2 months now. And I did not put down how much I used. Let me go weigh it. Okay, so I just weighed it and I used 86 hundredths of a gram in the 8 uses. So not as much, but I will say that with it being such a glittery, high impact type of shade, I was more using it as like accent nails. I also did one where I did like this purpley kind of base, and then I was doing polka dots with the gold, and I really liked that one. I kind of wish, I feel like that manicure didn't last the longest, so it was a little, disappointing, but yeah, that was a fun kind of color combo because it was a very cool type of purple and then this warm gold, and it worked well together. So yeah, I think my fill line is around here just because that's kind of where there's like this difference of texture on the side of the bottle, but it's also hard to tell because I think the glitter is just kind of coating all around the inside. All right, now we have the 3 shades that I'd rolled in from last time. So first was for Neglecting. I had this black because I have so many different dark nail polishes that I'm layering things on top of now that I forget I can just use a basic black. And this black is so good. It's one coat, just phenomenal. It's so old. They don't make, I don't actually know if Wet n Wild makes nail polish anymore. I haven't looked, but if they do, it's definitely not gonna be like this bottle anymore because it's so old. Let's see, I had to use it just 3 times. I used 4/10 of a gram in those 3 times. I'm trying to think, no, I didn't use it on all of my nails for all 3 uses, but I did get pretty close on that. Like I used it on most of the nails, and I think multiple times I was kind of using it on all of them. Yeah, I wasn't using it as like a design thing. I was actually, having it and putting things on top. Actually, right now, yeah, the blue that I'm wearing is the black with another nail polish that I have on top of it, because I did that. And then what was under here? Oh, this I had a purple and then I layered it on top, but then those nails were chipping of the bunch, like more than the blue, and so I just went over that with another nail polish that I have. So this is done. So yeah, this purple is what then made the blue when I layered it over black. So that was really neat. This is called The Ones Who Live, and it's from Emily Damali. So you can still, I think, get this. It's not that old. So this was for favorite brand, and I had 1 month use. So again, I kind of wanted to aim for using it 4 times in that month, and I did do that. So I used 55 hundredths of a gram. And yeah, this is just lovely. Like, not only is this a brand that, is a favorite, but this nail polish from them is really fun to play with. So those are done. The one that I thought would still be hanging around, because, it's a lot of uses, was my magnetic Reliant Supergiant from Cadillacquer. And this I was supposed to use 7 times. So I've actually used it 5, and I am counting. So just so you can kind of see, if I'd only used 1 nail per hand, I would have also counted that as a use. Because again, I'm not trying to absolutely finish all these nail polishes in, a short period of time. Most of them are pretty new in my collection, so I just want to make sure I am using them. So yeah, I layered it on top, and I don't know if you're not really going to get full magnetic kind of effect through the camera. And I don't know if I only did 1 layer for this. I put it over the purple, and so they kind of got almost a little bit more berry looking than usual when I'm using this. And I just had it on the side, so it's hard. But the fill line is somewhere right around here though. So I really have used a lot of this, and I don't know if you can get this anymore. So I'm kind of like, oh no, my precious, and I still got to use you 2 more times. But 2 more times in the fall, to me, this is just a perfect fall type of shade. There's something about this silver. It makes me think of leaves that have fallen, even though leaves aren't silver. I don't know. There's something just about this that is fall to me. Okay, now we're gonna continue on the board. So since I have 1 that is hanging around, I'm gonna do 4 nail polishes to come in. All right. So I left off on, and this was, the prompt was inspired by Pinterest, just because I was seeing lots of brown nails and, things like that for fall. Okay, let me roll my dice. So go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A gifted polish. Oh, I do have some that are gifted. Going 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something neutral. Well, it's fine, because with nail polish, you can layer things up. All right, let's roll again. 12. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One of my faves. Okay, well, I have a lot of favorites, but maybe I can try to pick something that I haven't used for a bit, or had in a project at least. And this will be the last one. I'm going to go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just browsing. Roll again. Okay. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Newest polish. I don't know if I have 1 that's the newest. I feel like I usually get them a couple at a time. So I'm going to have to look and see what I want to do for that. All right, let me check. Okay, so I made my choices and I am back with them. I guess I was in a certain kind of mood because these are the colors that we are going to be working with. So very cool toned and pinky berry type of thing. So the one that I picked for gifted is this one. And I decided to pick this one because this was in a set of 6 that I asked for 5, and then my parents got me this one. They just picked on their own. So I feel like, this was just gifted. This was not one that I picked out. And so I have used it different times, but I'm still kind of learning how best I like this one, because the colors in it, if you can tell, see how there's the green and then the pink. So it's sometimes a little tricky. It can look a little funny. So I want to play around with, maybe I need to do more layers of it, not just layer it over something. But yeah, this is called It's Just Business, and it's an Emily Damali. And I'm going to go ahead and do my uses now too. So let me record this. All right, so spin the wheel. 1 month use. Okay, so remember that I'm going to try to use it at least 4 times in that 1 month. And I did weigh all of these just so that I have that and we can see how it went. Then for neutral, that was this nail polish, which is Down to Earth. And my fill line is like around here, I want to say. So I have used a decent bit of it, and this is actually also kind of a favorite, which is surprising because like it's just kind of boring. But it just looks really nice, and then I can put things on top to make it just more fun, which I usually do. All right, so the uses for this one, 2 month use. All right, that's fine. So we'll put 2 months. So then I'm gonna try to do 8 uses. But you know, if I don't, then I don't. And then we have, for faves, I picked this thermal. I have a lot of favorite nail polishes. This is from the, I'm not sure if it's Caloris de Carol or how you're supposed to say it, but it's called Love is a Mystery. And yeah, I want to make sure that I am actually using my thermals because I know that they will expire faster than maybe some others. And I really like this because it goes from this purple that you're seeing to a very pale pink, and it's sort of this jelly type of finish, so I can layer with, I mean, maybe I could try it with this one and see how they work together. I don't know, but I can also try it with this other one that I have. So, all right, let me get the uses. 1 month, so again for 4 uses. And then for the last one, for newest, so this one that I was talking about, this was at the same time as this one as well, but this was the last one that was entered on my little inventory sheet. So I figured I'd count this one then as the newest. So it's also Emily DeMolly, called Perfect Score. And so you can see it's really pretty. And, you know, so I can be doing these two together. I can do this, you know, maybe with this one as well. So, you know, we'll see how it goes. And you know, I'm kind of thinking about if I was to use this with this, like this on top maybe, I don't know, do some kind of weird layering thing, or if I did like these together, just, you know, why not mix around and see what happens. All right, let's get my uses for this little purple one. Choose your use. I am going to roll, do I want to roll the dice? It could get really high. You know what, I might just stick with 4 uses. It doesn't have to be a month, but you know, 4 uses seems good to then try it out with some of these other ones and see what I think. All right. Okay, now I can maybe a little bit better show because I've got the wider view, but these are the 5 nail polishes that I'm going to be working on for the next update. So I am pretty sure that I can get the final 2 uses on that magnetic, and you know, it is just 1 month use for everything except for this one. This one was, I mean, if for some reason I use it 8 times in the month, then I'm going to let myself roll it out. But I don't know if I'm going to feel up to using it 8 times. So yeah, but the other ones then should all be able to get rolled out. You know, and then this one would be also, I picked 4 uses, so it might be a month, it might be longer. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. And like I said, I am excited to play around with these colors together and with my other nail polishes. Because, you know, that's the nice part about this project, is just because I'm rolling in certain ones to focus on, all I do is put them at the front of my box, and then I can still, you know, just be using all the other polishes with them. This is just sort of like a little bit of, you know, hey, here's a little color story to be working on. So that is what I have. I want to thank you so much for watching and joining me on this if you are following along. And maybe you'll subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I do kind of have a goal of trying to get to 500, since that's my next kind of benchmark on here. And yeah, if you have anything you want to see, then just let me know. If there's certain things you like that I do, or maybe there's things that you would like to see me try out for projects and that kind of thing, then yeah. Until my next video, I hope you'll be doing well, and I'll see you then. Bye.